Welcome back to 3 Count for the final episode of Season 2. And just days away from defending his world title against Cash Money Aircan at Legacy, Chris Cohen tonight goes head-to-head with Aircan's tag partner, Murat AK. But before we see the world champion in action, what a match this promises to be, and it's one that's been boiling, not just throughout this season of 3 Count, but really for the entirety of the past year, as here comes Group Anashi. Wait a second. Well, this is huge. Ali Aslan apparently going to lead his troops. Ali Aslan hasn't wrestled since November 2015. So 3 years, we knew this was going to be Group Anashi versus New Wave in a 10-man match. We didn't know that Ali Aslan would be the 5th and final man for Group Anashi. What a big, big story to kick off the season finale of 3 Count. So Ali Aslan, with his star pupil, the Berlin champion, Jem Kaplan, and the rest of Group Anashi ready for war. And they will need to be ready. Because just as Kaplan has championship gold, so do 2 members of New Wave, the tag team champions. What an exciting quintet they are, the New Wave. As I said, the Arrows of Hungary, the tag team champions. But Oliver Carter, Senza Volto, Chris Jokic, all tremendous young athletes in their own right. And with a point to prove here against the despised Group Anashi. So 10 men filling the ring here. Ahead of this long-awaited 5-on-5 showdown. This will be the first ever time that both of these rival factions have clashed with all 5 members of each group present. It is a rivalry that started after Legacy last year in 2017 when Group Anashi attacked Chris Jokic and Senza Volto. New Wave's first official match as a group was the following month in December, so this has been running throughout 2018 and it is about to explode here on 3 Count. New Wave clears house. We are just days away now from the biggest show of the year here in the German Wrestling Federation, live from Berlin on November 3rd on our on-demand service, wearegwf.com. including for the first time ever, live English commentary. And as part of that show, the Berlin champion, who you see there on the left of your screen, Jem Kaplan, will defend the title in a triple threat match against El Fantasmo and the debuting Speedball Mike Bailey. Kaplan's title reign in jeopardy like it never has been before. Speaking of jeopardy, Senza Volto is in some jeopardy here. He's in the wrong part of town as Baha tags in Kanan. Volto goes to the ropes, ducks the double clothesline attempt. Sends Baha and Kanan into each other. Sends Volto as quick as a hiccup with that arm drag. And a springboard into the Hurricane Rana. Senza Volto and the man he's tagging in, Oliver Carter, both had their issues with Jem Kaplan, the Berlin champion, both losing Berlin title opportunities to him in controversial circumstances recently, particularly Senza Volto, when Ali Aslan ripped the mask off of Volto. And no doubt Aslan will try and do much the same when Kaplan defends in that big triple threat match this weekend at Legacy. Here comes Chris Jokic. Jokic and Carter, who've been tagging together a lot over the past year, showing some of that synergy with that flurry of moves on Kukas. And George Kukas kicks out on 2. We saw Kukas at GWF Revenge recently against the former loserweight champion Martin Guerrero. Kukas victorious there as this one threatens to come unraveled again. The current loserweight champion is Benji. We now know that Benji will defend that loserweight title against Arash. If Arash can make it to the ring, of course, which he's been unsuccessful in his attempts to do so far this year. The loserweight title unique in GWF in that the winner of the match escapes, leaving with that most unprestigious of titles. But either Benji or Arash will leave Legacy this Saturday with that loserweight title. As Ali Aslan in the ring for his first action since 2015. And he is threatening to break the arm here of Jokic. It's a big hip toss from Aslan. And a standing leg drop. You know, Ali Aslan looks like he hasn't lost a step here. Aslan will tag in Kanan or Icarus, one half of the tag team champions, is livid here at this illegal double and triple team you're seeing. Icarus will go one-on-one this Saturday with another Aslan, Tarkan Aslan, the Lion King. Two of the names absolutely synonymous with GWF. Will the Lion King be taken down by the Arrow of Hungary? That's another question we will get an answer to on wearegwf.com this Saturday. Kaplan going for the cover here on Jokic. And Kaplan unable to get it done, so he tags in Kukas. Again, New Wave need to keep their tempers in check here as Kukas, with a smirk towards the opposition corner. Jokic is trying to fight his way back into this. He'll go to the rope and Jokic trying to use his speed, but he gets caught in the full Nelson. There's a full Nelson slam by the powerful George Kukas. The cover is a 2 count, and a kick out by Jokic keeps New Wave alive. Kukas, though, will look to end this against this young Croatian, Chris Jokic, who's trying to fight his way out of the group Anashi corner. Jokic, the tornado DDT on Kukoc. New Wave are going wild here, trying to encourage Chris Jokic to make it back to them. Kaplan's got the leg. Jokic with the enziguri. The Berlin champion goes down. And Jokic, can he make it? Yes, he can. There's the tag to the hardcore Hungarian Dover. Dover unloading with clotheslines on Kanan, who gets picked up, dropped down with the spine buster. Here comes Baha. And Baha eats a boot. The German suplex from Dover. Oh, this will be interesting. Hang on, here comes Kukoc. Kukoc with Dover on his shoulders. Dover wriggles his way free here. And Dover, what's he going to do? Tried to drop him and he did. Kukoc tried to wriggle his way free. Dover wasn't having any of it. Kukoc was dropped hard. And Dover, what's Dover signalling here? Hang on a second. Dover's probably the biggest man in the match here. And Kaplan puts the brakes on. Oh, Dover, hang on a second. Dover's got Kaplan. And Kaplan, oh my God, the Kaplan. Overhead belly to belly on the Berlin champion. Ali Aslan is in. Aslan takes a right hook from Dover. Aslan to the outside. Here comes the French sensation. Senza Voto. Oliver Carter. Chris Jokic. We might have a triple takeoff here. Well, there goes Carter and Jokic. Icarus wants to join the party. Icarus, this is high risk for Icarus. He needs to make sure he doesn't damage himself ahead of that big showdown with Tarkan Aslan at Legacy on Saturday. Here goes Senza Voto. It is absolute carnage on the outside of the ring. 3 members of New Wave have launched themselves onto Group Anarchy. Will Icarus make it 4? He's on the top turnbuckle. And Icarus with a moonsault. It's like a human version of 10-pin bowling on the outside of the ring here in Berlin. Well, Senza Vodo throwing Jem Kaplan back into the ring. We're down to Voto and Kaplan. 2 men who absolutely despise each other here. In this gang warfare between, oh God, New Wave and Anarchy as Kaplan forces his boot into the face of Senza Voto. The Berlin champion is on the second turnbuckle here. Oh, Voto sweeps away the legs. Senza Voto is ascending to the top floor. Voto to take out the Berlin champion. Oh, double foot stop, no one there. Here comes Ali Aslan. Ali Aslan, the leader and mentor of Group Anarchy, gets sent for a ride. The dropkick takes out Ali Aslan. Senza Vodo on fire here. Oh, God, oh, hang on. Oh, Kaplan. Kaplan, Jem Kaplan with the donut kebab. Kaplan took Vodo by surprise. Kaplan will tag in Aslan. It's a senton splash by Ali Aslan. Ali Aslan going to claim the victory here for Group Anarchy. Well, Group Anarchy victorious, much to the annoyance of this great crowd here on Freakout. Here's some of the incredible action we saw here. Jokic and Carter were on fire early on. That full Nelson slam slowed down Jokic. Jem Kaplan was launched over the top rope with that overhead belly-to-belly by Dover. Sends a Volto. Look at the hang time there, and the same for Icarus. But then look at this. Jem Kaplan, the doner kebab, on his nemesis, sends a Volto. Ali Hassan gets the pin, but it was Kaplan who did the damage. And if Jem Kaplan can hit that doner kebab on either El Phantasmo or Mike Bailey this Saturday at Legacy, then Kaplan will leave Legacy the same way he walked in, as the German Wrestling Federation's Berlin champion. Kaplan versus Phantasmo versus Bailey for the Berlin title this Saturday at Legacy. Main event time on our season finale of 3 Count. And this is the music that the world champion Chris Cohen will hear on Saturday at Legacy. But he's not facing Cash Money Erkan, he's facing Murat AK. So Murat AK, the tag team partner of Cash Money Erkan. And what better way for the Austrian Wolverine Chris Cohen to warm up for that world title match against Erkan than by taking on Murat AK. Much like Erkan, Murat is 2 meters tall, a giant of a man. But here comes a man who has reigned supreme in GWF. Will that reign come to an end on Saturday? Chris Cohen has defended against all comers during his 12-month title reign, including, of course, in that 5-man tables, ladders and chairs match at Revenge. The odds stacked against him, but the Austrian Wolverine still found a way to walk out of Revenge as the world champion and into our biggest show of the year, Legacy. So Cohen versus Cash Money Erkan this Saturday, live at Legacy for the World Championship on wearegwf.com. And if Cohen beats Cash Money Erkan in that championship match, he will extend his title reign past the 1-year mark. Pascal Spauder, the 3-time champion, couldn't get that done. Crazy Sexy Mike couldn't get it done. Cohen has a shot at doing that if he can beat Erkan for the world title to retain that championship this Saturday. And Murat AK, a more than fitting opponent to prepare Cohen for Erkan. Much like Erkan, his tag partner, Murat is over 2 meters tall. Murat AK and Cash Money Erkan were tag team champions here in GWF until just a few months ago. And Chris Cohen is going to have a hell of a job lifting this big man, Murat AK, off his feet here. Cohen in the corner and Murat will get him, and then a cross body from Murat. The cover and a 2 count. Murat AK showing Chris Cohen a preview here of just how difficult it can be to challenge any member of the Cash Money Mafia. Cohen, they will have to find a way, not just tonight on this season finale of 3 count, but he'll have to find a way against Erkan as well at Legacy on Saturday. Speaking of big championship matches at Legacy, don't forget the women's title on the line as well. Aisha Raymond, the female predator from London, England, and our new women's champion. She's going to defend against Jamie Hayter. Plus that other big triple threat match besides the Berlin title match, as Pascal Spauter, the former 3-time world champion, takes on John Klinger and Lucky Kid in the culmination of a rivalry that's been going on here in GWF since April. And how about that OWE showcase match? Seema and T-Hawk one-on-one this Saturday. Murat, a clothesline in the corner, snapping backwards the neck of the world champion. Cohen, forearms and big chop across the chest. Murat, trying to get Murat on his shoulders in Cohen. I told you that would be difficult, and so it proved for Cohen. Cohen was able to wriggle his way free as Murat tried to pick him up. There's a big, big lariat from Cohen. Big man is off his feet. So Cohen and Murat AK, both of them, down on the canvas here. And it is Cohen first to stir. Chris Cohen struggling to his feet. In fact, it's Murat who's going to be first up. And Cohen lifts him. Cohen finally lifting Murat AK onto his shoulders. And there's a fireman's carry slam by Chris Cohen. Cohen, the world champion, headed to the top here. Cohen, diving elbow drop by the Austrian Wolverine. The cover, and Cohen marches on to Legacy. Chris Cohen showing Cash Money Erkan that he is ready for him this Saturday at Legacy. The crossbody early on from Murat showed Cohen that he was going to have a tough night ahead of him, but Cohen, after that lariat took down Murat, was able to hit that fireman's carry slam. You see it here. Tremendous strength from the Austrian Wolverine. And then the diving elbow drop. Look at the hang time for Cohen as he heads to Legacy to defend his world title. Oh, hang on now. Wait a second. That's Cash Money Mafia's music playing again. And there he is. Cash Money Erkan. The man who Cohen must get past this Saturday at Legacy on wearegwf.com. If Cohen is to complete his full year as the heavyweight champion of the world. Cohen and Erkan face to face here. A preview of the world title showdown this Saturday. Erkan is towering above Cohen. Who on earth will walk out of Legacy with the world championship? Will it be Erkan or Cohen who walks out of the biggest show of the year this weekend with the world title? Thank you for watching 3 Count. We will see you at Legacy live this Saturday on wearegwf.com.